Okay, we will bring this regular council meeting to order for May the 26th. It is 3:04 p.m. and I'll ask Councillor Bates to please read the land acknowledgement.
The town of Innisfail acknowledges that we are meeting on Treaty 7 territory, the ancestral and traditional territory of the Blackfoot Confederacy, Kainai, Piikani, Siksika, as well as the Tsuut'ina First Nation and Stoney Nakoda First Nation. We acknowledge that this territory is home to the Métis Nation of Alberta, Region 3, within the historical Northwest Métis homeland. We acknowledge the many First Nations, Métis and Inuit, who have lived in and cared for these lands for generations. We are grateful for the traditional knowledge keepers and elders who are still with us today and those who have gone before us. We make this acknowledgement as an act of reconciliation and gratitude to those whose territory we reside on.
Thank you, Councillor Bates. And we'll move on to 2.1. Are there any additions or deletions to the agenda?
Yes, Mayor Barclay. We'd like to add item 10.2, Napoleon South Land Development, Municipal Government Act 197, subsection 2, Freedom of Information and Privacy, section 25, subsection 1.
Okay, thank you. Could I please have someone please make a motion to adopt the agenda as amended? Councillor Messaros.
Thank you, Mayor Barclay. I'll make that motion.
Okay, thank you. All in favor? Carried. Okay, we'll move into 3.1, the regular council meeting minutes for May the 12th. I'll just have a motion, please, to adopt the minutes as presented. Councillor Bates.
I'll move those minutes for approval.
Thank you. Any questions? All in favor? Carried. I can't. I cannot see Councillor Heistad.
Yeah, I'm in favor. Unfortunately, I had to sit in my car and it's plus 30 out, so I got no. The reflection's terrible. Sorry.
There we go. Now we can see them. Perfect. Okay, and we'll move into 3.2, special council meeting minutes for May the 21st. Please have someone make a motion to adopt those.
Mayor Barclay, I'll make that motion.
Okay, thank you, Councillor Wing. All in favor? Carried. And we'll move into 4.1 with our acting CEO today, Director Jenkins, with the CEO report.
Thank you, Mayor Barclay. So as you're aware, CAO Becker is away this week at the Canadian Association of Municipal Administrators Conference, as well as the FCM conference. We are looking for council to make a determination about summer council meeting schedules. So as a part of the council chamber renovation, we're requesting that council cancel the July 7th A&P, and then being consistent with other years, also looking to cancel the July 21st and August 5th council meetings as well.
Okay, thank you, Director Jenkins. Could I please have someone make the first motion?
Mayor Barclay, I would move that council approve the council summer meeting schedule and cancel the agenda and priorities committee meetings July 7th, 21st, and August the 5th, 2025.
Okay, great, thank you. Anybody have any comments? Councillor Bates?
Just one thought. Would it be a big deal if we took the last one and said we'll say that in a couple more weeks, because we're canceling quite a string there, and I'm just wondering if
The August 5th meeting, is that the
yeah
one?
just do it with lots of notice, but we're out at this point. We're out 6 weeks or more.
We still maintain the regular council meetings, so there would still be a regular council meeting on the July
28th.
14th,
Yeah.
July 28th.
It's the same schedule as last year.
Yeah,
So the regular council.
the regular council meetings are.
Well, the only addition, of course, is the renovation here.
Right.
Like, no, I'm not hung up on it. I just thought it could wait, but that's fine.
I think if we need one, we could always call a meeting if we needed one, but I think we'll be okay during the summer. Okay, so we have a motion to cancel those meetings. All in favor? Okay, carried. And then we have a second motion to approve the CAO report for May the 26th. Councillor Messaros.
Thank you, Mayor Barclay. I will move that we approve the CAO report dated May 26, 2025 as information.
All in favor? Okay, carried. Then we'll move on to 4.2, the council action control.
Yes, it's getting rather short, but it
It
is
is.
there for question or comment.
We can change that. Can I please have somebody just make a motion that we approve council action control as presented? Councillor Wing,
I can make that motion. Mayor
thank
Barclay.
you. Okay, all in favor? Carried. All right, we'll move into 5.1 and an RFD on the tree planting program with Director Kennedy.
Thanks, Mayor Barclay. So yes, so in front of you have a kind of an update in regards to our FCM grant. So we are pleased to announce that we did receive the $25,000 grant for the Growing Canada's Community Canopy program, funded through the FCM's Green Municipal Fund. This will support a significant tree planting initiative for the town aimed at enhancing community resilience and environmental sustainability. The project, titled Replanting Trees in Parks and Expanding the Tree Network in the town of Innisfail, does include planting of 75 new trees across 4 public spaces within the town. The first space is just south of main roads around our new storm pond. So site 1, we are designating as Trees Across Canada. So it has, I think, 12 locations in total, representing 12 locations to present, 10 provinces and 2 territories. None of it is the only one that doesn't have an official tree designation, so we are planting 12 locations, 1 large tree, and then 4 smaller trees around it, and the approximate locations are shown there in the map around the pond. The other sites, sites 2 to 4, have been chosen for their climate hardiness, species diversity, and low maintenance requirements. This will ensure ecological balance. No single species will continue more than 30% of the planted area, thereby reducing disease risk and promoting biodiversity within the town. Any questions in regards to locations or any more detail you'd like to see? Or, yeah?
Councillor Bates?
Yeah, through the director, without knowing the size and what other issues it might raise, when I initially read this, it just seemed to me that it would be nicer if the trees that are associated with all the provinces and territories could be more public than you know, like maybe swap those 2 sites. But again, I don't know the size and the suitability of that happening, but it'd be kind of neat to be able to actually make a little walk and see, here's the territory tree, here's the province tree, here's...
Yep.
Just what came to me as I was reading it. Again, I wouldn't be hung up on it, it's just thought.
So, Councillor Bates, so the intent of that program is to actually have a interpretive sign located on the south end of the pond, which will actually identify all the trees with a marker, so that members of the public will be able to come down to the end of the road, be able to walk over and actually have a site, a look at an interpretive sign of what those trees are, what they represent, is the intent of the full build of the project. The project is a 2-year project. This year we are looking to just plant the trees that we have available, along with then ordering the ones that are tougher to find, and we'll get those planted next year, along with an interpretive sign at the end of the pond there, to provide that public input and feedback. And eventually, the long term for that area, based on our trail master plan, is to have a trail network through that area. But that's not included in this program.
Councillor Bates? Yep.
Thank you.
Yeah, that would be nice, because we're going to do the trail, correct, on top of the berm? Or the,
There is a trail on top of the berm now.
yes.
Yeah.
But it's going to hook into this.
No, this is in the industrial area, so there is a berm there right now.
Industrial pond, sorry, I'm thinking okay.
Yeah.
First I thought industrial, then the way you talked, I thought, oh, it must be, oh.
So this is south of Main Roads, west of the Deep Sky
Right, gotcha.
building.
So going back to Councillor Bates's comment, like, is it possible, Director Kennedy, to plant those in a more public space, like where people are already walking? Like, I'm thinking of the walkway out to the gazebo in Centennial Park, or is that not possible because of the kind of the trees and the number and?
The number is the big one. We
Okay.
needed a space big enough.
Okay.
We actually have it staked out.
Okay.
So with some lath and the boundary trees, so
Okay.
you can get an idea of what that really looks like.
Okay.
It is a significant area that we need planting.
It
With
is.
the ultimate goal is to make this walkable in
Okay.
the future.
Okay,
Yep.
just don't know how many people will go hang out at the emergency storage pond to go look at a nice display of trees, but,
Yeah, we'll have a parking area and everything down there eventually, so it's a future build out of that area, so.
okay, okay,
Just in regards to finishing, so project total is 50,000, so it is a 50/50 funded project. We will continue with community engagement as well as trying to get some of the plantings in with the school program next year as well, to get the schools involved with what this program is. And then in regards to timeline, it is a 2-year project commencing this spring with ultimately full build out by the end of next fall. We will be posting updates on our involve.ca or innisfail.ca, posting on our green initiatives page within that involve site. So we'll be posting pictures as we progress.
all right, thank you. Are there any further comments? No, if not, we'll have a motion then to accept the report on the FCM GCCC program, please. Councillor Wing,
Thank you, Mayor Barclay. I move that council accept the report on the FCM GCCC program tree planting grant as information.
all right, thank you. All in favor? All right, carried. And we'll move into 6.1, an RFD for council remuneration policy review.
Okay, thank you, Mayor Barclay. So it is that time that we're looking for direction to take the council remuneration policy out for review or not. So the current policy, 2023-007, outlines that a review of council's remuneration should take place approximately every 2 years, including in the year of a general election. So with the election being scheduled for October 20th of this year, it does present a time for council to consider whether it wishes to initiate a review. So the policy does not require a review to occur at a specific time within the year. It just establishes an expectation that a review be considered in an election year. Council may choose to initiate their review by establishing a council remuneration review committee to assess honorariums, claimable rates, and benefits as indicated in the above motion. However, if council is satisfied with the current compensation structure and sees no immediate need for changes, you may choose not to proceed with the formal review at this time. To help support future discussions, the town has participated in a regional council remuneration survey. The survey includes updated information on base honorariums and per diem rates provided to elected officials in comparable Alberta municipalities. We haven't received this data yet, but once it's available shortly in a couple of weeks, it will be a helpful resource for the committee should council wish to go that current route. So should council wish to move forward, the committee would be formed in accordance with the terms of reference. So that means it would include at least 3 citizen members. We'd probably try to opt to get 4 or 5 or so. The CAO and myself will be participating, but we will be non-voting members of the committee. We're just there to guide. The committee's role will be to review and provide recommendations related to the base monthly honorarium for mayor and councillors, claimable rates for meetings and official duties, any benefits, and using market comparisons using the survey and other available data. And then again, administration is just there to support the process. We'll prepare any background information, share the results of the salary survey, facilitating any logistics as needed. So under the financial impacts, we did just put what currently we have sitting for current mayor and council. So we're just looking to get council's feedback.
All right, thank you, Director Vickers. What does everybody think? Would you like to have a review, Councillor Wing?
Thank you, Mayor Barclay. Actually, I do want to, I would like to see the review happen this year, simply because it is an election year. This is a committee that is independent of council, so the decision around whether compensation or any of those pieces is adequate or sufficient or needs to be changed should be left up to that committee to do with the review work that they do. So I just think leading into an election, that this is an important body of work for, especially for new incoming candidates and for the community at large, to understand what our process is. And it is in our policy, and I think we should be especially compliant with this policy at this time. Thanks.
Okay, thank you. Anybody else? Councillor Bates?
I agree. And I'm reading between the lines here, there's a regional survey that we're part of.
Yes, Mayor Barclay through to Councillor Bates. So we got asked to participate in a salary survey specific to council remuneration. So another municipality has kind of spearheaded this. They asked us to participate, and as a result, we will get all those results, and so we'll know what those municipalities are being paid.
And those will all be current.
Yes, it'll be as of this year's dollars.
Yeah, no, I think it totally is the right thing to do.
Okay, Councillor Heistad, has that a hand up?
Yeah, that's a hand up, Mayor Barclay, if it's all right for me to speak. Can you hear me?
Yeah, we sure can.
Yeah, I would agree with you. The review with the committee, with the administration's support with the committee, if this does move forward, as well as I think there's an opportunity for those, if this passes, to have a conversation with Councillor, understanding the breadth of the work that we do currently, and potentially the new income or new.
Actually, Councillor Heistad, you're breaking up. It's really hard to hear you, but I
Yeah.
think we got the gist of it, that you'd like to have the review done,
Yeah.
correct? Yeah, thumbs up, okay, thanks. Okay. Councillor Messaros?
Thank you. Yes, I agree with my colleagues. So this means that we would need to have this committee Mayor Barclay through to Director Vickers. We would need to have this committee put together and the work done prior to October 20th?
Yes,
Yeah.
Mayor Barclay through to Councillor Messaros. So we will get the committee conducted over the summer and have the results before the election happens, so that any potential new councillors will be well aware of what they would be paid going
Yep.
forward, for sure.
Thank you.
Likely sometime in September, we'll bring it back for formal review.
Sounds good, fully supportive, and I think, that's one reason the timesheets have been changed, where we can collect data and you can share that with the committee, and we have something to give to them, right? That kind of shows the work that's being done. So, okay, so I'll just have somebody please make the recommended motion. Councillor Messaros?
Thank you. Mayor Barclay, I move that council direct administration to establish a council remuneration committee in accordance with council remuneration policy 2023-007.
All right, thank you. All in favor? All right, carried. Thank you. And we'll move into 7.1, correspondence. So I'm just going to make a motion right off the bat here with the seniors week, that I move that we declare June 2nd to 8th as Seniors Week. You will see in the package a declaration and signing that, and that's going to be sent off to the Government of Alberta, and then they will send, I think, a more formal document back after the week is over. But of course, that celebration starts next week. We have a few activities planned, so all in favor of the motion that we declare next week as Seniors Week? Okay, carried. And then we have our LGFF funding letter that we received this Wednesday, I believe it is, McMahon 50th anniversary barbecue at Centennial Park, Canada Day information and police funding, etc. So, are there any questions about anything? No, I'll just have somebody make a motion, please, that we accept the correspondence as information. Councillor Bates?
I so move.
Okay, thank you. All in favor? Okay, carried. And we'll move into council reports, beginning with Councillor Bates.
Second here. So I have a written report, and the only other thing that I saw in somebody else's that I'd also participated in the fish stocking this year again, and that was great. I ended last week with a quick stop at the shop and participated in the barbecue and employee recognition. I don't have a lot going on this week. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Councillor Messaros.
Thank you, Mayor Barclay. I don't have anything to add to my report.
Thank you. Can you bring the reports up, Vanessa? Councillor Heistad.
Yeah, Your Worship, I don't believe I did not send in a report this go around. The only big thing that I'm attending this week is FCM, and when I get back, it's the Mayor's Garden Party. So that's
Okay,
off the top of my head. Thanks.
perfect. Thank you. Councillor Wing.
Thank you, Mayor Barclay. I did not submit a report either. I did attend the Fire Department Awards Night. That was a beautiful event and very humbling. Attended the special council meeting last week. Also the fish stocking out at Dodds Lake, which is always a fun event. And then the Subdivision Development Appeal Board had a meeting last week. I'm off to FCM this week, but I will be back in time for council on Monday.
Perfect. Thank you. And I submitted my report this morning, late. But I guess the big thing that I just want to notify council of a change in executive director at Central Alberta Economic Partnership. So Paul Salvatore has come on board. That was effective last Tuesday after the long weekend. Really happy to have Paul on board. He brings 25 experience in economic development and municipal governance, strategic planning, etc. So I think he's just going to be fantastic in that role. We have 3 projects that are underway right now. One is the Connections Corridor, so we're updating the House Pass pre-feasibility study that was done in 2005 and updating that to reflect the economics of today. CPCS Consulting has been awarded that contract. Secondly, there's a community profile project, so we have partnered with McSweeney and Associates to do extensive community profiles for those who want to participate. They're 75 to 100 page documents, and that project is now sold out. We've had enough uptake from communities doing that. And then thirdly is, what's the other one we're doing? Oh, the Site Link conference, which is September 3 to 5. We'll have 7 site selectors coming to Central Alberta. That's in partnership with Global Webster. They're international site selectors. Just kind of getting underway, the organizing of that. We had a meeting last week with Webster and another one this week as well to get everything in place. So people, communities, sponsors will be able to participate through either sponsorship or registration. He has one up in Fort McMurray next week, I think June 1 to 3, I believe, or 2 to 4, something like that. So Webster's been doing these around more the northern area of the province. Today, we were up at the Unisville Healthcare Centre. Councillor Wing participated as well, and it's Rural Health Week this week. So I just want to acknowledge that and say thank you to all the healthcare workers in this community that do such a wonderful job. And Mrs. Heidi Nelson brought her grade 4s up to the Unisville Healthcare Centre and did a little serenading of some Rosefield residents, and they also brought some artwork for Rosefield to hang on the window there. And we were welcomed by Suzanne Telford, the site manager, and Nicole Smith, the Rosefield Centre manager. So that was a lot of fun. And then today, after this meeting, going to the auction mart, the Nehill Valley 4-H Beef Club is celebrating their 75th anniversary today. So I'm going to bring some greetings from the town and hang out for a little bit, keep my arms down, don't buy any steers for the freezer, but yeah, so it's been a very busy time with the Cape changeover and some other stuff going on. So we will move on to upcoming events. And we'll just have a motion to please accept the upcoming events as information. Councillor Bates?
I'll move that we accept the upcoming events for information.
Thank you. All in favor? Carried. And then we'll have a motion to go in camera, please. Councillor Messaros.
Thank you, I'll make that motion.
Thanks. All in favor? Okay, carried. Thank you.